परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम चिदाभासकं सर्वगं ज्ञानगम्यं मुनिध्येयमाकाशरूपं परेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम जगत्कारणं कारणज्ञानरूपं सुरादिं सुखादिं गुणेशं गणेशं जगद्व्यापिनं विश्ववन्यं सुरेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम गणेशं Kirtan. Words are simple. You can follow them. You can chant and chant. शिवाय गिरिजा शंकर नमः शिवाय शंभो शंकर नमः शिवाय गिरिजा शंकर नमः शिवाय शंभो शंकर नमः शिवाय गिरिजा शंकर नमः शिवाय शंभो शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय गिरिजाशङ्कर नमः शिवाय निर्गुणनिष्क्रिय नमः शिवाय निर्मलनिश्चल नमः शिवाय निर्गुणनिष्क्रिय नमः शिवाय निर्मलनिश्चल नमः शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय गिरिजाशङ्कर नमः शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय गिरिजाशङ्कर नमः शिवाय अजर अमर नमः शिवाय अप्रमेय नमः शिवाय अजर अमर नमः शिवाय अप्रमेय नमः शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय गिरिजाशङ्कर नमः शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय गिरिजाशङ्कर नमः शिवाय अनेकमेकं नमः शिवाय एकमनेकं नमः शिवाय अनेकमेकं नमः शिवाय एकमनेकं नमः शिवाय जगद्रूप नमः शिवाय स्वयंरूप नमः शिवाय जगद्रूप नमः शिवाय स्वयंरूप नमः शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय गिरिजाशङ्कर नमः शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय गिरिजाशङ्कर नमः शिवाय सर्वाधार नमः शिवाय आधारहीन नमः शिवाय सर्वाधार नमः शिवाय आधारहीन नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय गिरिजाशङ्कर नमः शिवाय सृष्टिकारण नमः शिवाय सगुणं ब्रह्म नमः शिवाय सृष्टिकारण नमः शिवाय सगुणं ब्रह्म नमः शिवाय मायातीत नमः शिवाय मङ्गलमूर्ति नमः शिवाय मायातीत नमः शिवाय मङ्गलमूर्ति नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय गिरिजाशङ्कर नमः शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर पुराणपुरुष नमः शिवाय वेदान्तवेद्य नमः शिवाय पुराणपुरुष नमः शिवाय वेदान्तवेद्य नमः शिवाय निर्विकारो शिवाय नित्यमुक्तो नमः शिवाय निर्विकारो नमः शिवाय नित्यमुक्तो नमः शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय गिरिजाशङ्कर नमः शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय गिरिजाशङ्कर नमः शिवाय सर्वसाक्षी नमः शिवाय स एवाहं नमः शिवाय सर्वसाक्षी नमः शिवाय स एवाहं नमः शिवाय निरवध्योऽहं नमः शिवाय नित्यमुक्तोऽहं नमः शिवाय निरवध्योऽहं नमः शिवाय नित्यमुक्तोऽहं नमः शिवाय शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय गिरिजाशङ्कर 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 नमः शिवाय प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायुः न वा सप्तधातुः न वा पञ्चकोशाः गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः
A nice, beautiful bhajans. They always say, we say something is beautiful, something is restful. It is because at that time we ourselves are beautiful, we are restful. Suppose while listening to this bhajan, that's nice, smooth, serene song, if your mind is dwelling upon the conflict that you had with your friends or family, or you had some problem with the moneylender, reaching a target, something somewhere, if that is crowding your mind, you cannot say that this song is beautiful. Because what you are experiencing at that moment is convulsions. Like a cyclonic wind passing through you. You say what you feel, not what is happening outside. Dasara, Navaratri celebration is going on. There is light everywhere, festivity everywhere, music everywhere. But it so happened in somebody's family, somebody died in a disease or an accident. When their mind is full of darkness, the light outside means nothing. So please see that. What happens to you, what happens in you is very important. And then what is happening in you doesn't happen to you. Your mind is restless, thoughts are coming, the memories are flashing. Like the clouds are coming in the space, but the space is not clouded or crowded. Thoughts are passing in consciousness. They are not crowding or clouding it. You cannot cloud or crowd the limitless space. Nothing in this universe can cloud or crowd the consciousness, all-pervasiveness that you are. So, please see that in these moments, you are always, any moment, whenever you are happy, whenever you are restful, you are with yourself. Music facilitates it. Classes facilitate it. If you say, because of my class, listening to me, you are absolutely happy, you are happy, then when you cannot get to listen to it, you shall be miserable. That is why people miss it. Because they unconsciously attribute that happiness to the music, the chanting, the singing, something somewhere. So these are the moments as you are listening and experiencing the stillness in yourself. That experiencing is not something happening to you, it is you. Anubhava Swarupa, the nature of consciousness, always the same. So you see it very clearly for yourself. Now coming to a question, I don't know if any question is there, but somebody had asked me a question after the class, I'll tell you that. But let me see if there is a piece of paper. Fantastic. Can you believe that is the question somebody asked me? And so sweet. In the morning, you told in this class, in the statue also there is gods. Can you repeat it again in the morning? The first point you said. So you can't believe. This is what exactly I was thinking, because Mahadeva, this is the question of our youngest student here. Okay? So sweet. This is what it is. He has written in a very simple way. In the morning you said that in every statue, Pratima, there is God. The gentleman who was talking to me, said, Swamiji, how do you say that a Pratima, a form, an image, is a pratika, is a symbol? How can you say this is God? I said, okay, simple thing. And that is why many people say this is idolatry. You are worshipping an idol. A story goes, one day a person goes to a king's place, and the person is a learned scholar, but very arrogant. He said, there is no God. The idol worship is meaningless. Then the person was, no, not the person, the visitor was a wise man, so the king was like that. He never believes in idol worship, he thinks it's all pieces of wood and stone and all that. So he challenged the wise man. How do you say in a photo, in an image, in a statue made out of stones and wood, crystal, that is God? How can you say that? He says, do you have a photograph of your grandfather? He said, yes. Then he discovered he doesn't have to go somewhere, look for a photo, ask for a photo. He said, who is standing there? There is a statue in the court. That's my grandfather. So that's your grandfather. That's a stone. That's a stone. How can you say his grandfather? So you say this is a stone, right? There is no grandfather there. Your logic is perfect. He called a royal guard who was standing around. He said, come here, kick this statue. Kick this statue. He will not do it. Then he told the king, please come and spit on the statue. Spit. The king can't do it. The guard couldn't do it. He said, this is what? For all practical purposes, for any passerby, it is a stone statue, a stone image. But you don't see the stone there, you see your grandfather there. Just a piece of stone, you can throw it, you can play around it, push it, spit it. You can't do anything, but you don't do it. Why? Because in that little piece of stone, you see your grandfather. Your grandfather has given you this little flower. Your brother, your lover, your friend, somebody has given you a flower. You've gone to the temple, you have brought it a flower. You keep it inside a book, on a silken cloth, put it there. A visitor who comes here, he'll take this flower, he'll throw it away. He says, what are you doing? And I'm just throwing away this dry flower. That's not, don't throw it. Why? Because my friend, my wife, my lover, my friend, my brother, they gave me. I brought from the temple. So it's just not a flower. You are seeing your brother there, your friend there, your lover there, your God there. Why don't you throw? So you see, others don't see it. Same way, image, when people say you are worshipping a stone, you don't worship a stone, you are worshipping the God in stone. How can there be a God in stone? Yes. Please. There is a very simple, there is a little globe, just a globe, round thing. That's a globe, it's a piece of wood. But what do you see there? The whole world is there. It represents the world. It's a pratima, it's an image, a form, yet a pratika, a symbol of the earth, representing it, a symbol of the earth. So you are not worshipping that globe. Now if you say, where is the globe? Globe is here, a representation. Where is that something which is represented by globe? The globe is here. This is a globe. The globe is here. Where is that which is represented by globe? Everywhere. Including, it is also in the globe. The Prithvi, the whole planet Earth, is everywhere, also pervades the globe which represents. So now, if you want to represent the Prithvi, the whole planet, with what shall you represent? Only with the globe? You can represent the earth with, like when you are sending a spacecraft to another, like that Voyager 1 or 2 is going hurtling across the outer space. Billions of miles it has gone. The scientists from this planet have sent certain messages, the pictures of the earth, a human being, a stone. If you want to send anything that represents earth, what shall you send? Like the moon rock, you can say earth rock, earth dust, earth water, earth leaf. Anything can represent the earth. Now, since earth is everywhere in the earth, anything in the earth can represent it. But since everything in the universe is in the universe, everything can represent the universe. When you say the word God, if you make it one name with one form, that becomes an idol worship. Because you think that is the only form. That is idol worship. But for whom, when you say God means, it's not a name for a form, but it's the name for all forms. And what is that name? Sahasranama. Vishnu Sahasranama, Shiva Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama. 1,000 names means it can be million names. Asankhya, Sarvanama. All names are His names, all forms are His forms. With what form shall you represent? Any name, any form. So any name, any form is a pratima, is an idol. And any name, any form is a pratika, a symbol of God. Right or wrong? How beautiful. Should you talk about it or should you be it? In relation to your own physical body, you are a pratima. Yet you are the symbol of your parents, your village, your country, your continent, your planet, your solar system. You can represent the solar system in other systems. You can represent this globe in other planets. You can represent this galaxy in other galaxies. You can represent this universe if there are other universes. You can represent the all-pervasive. And who is that something or who is that somebody which cannot represent the all-pervasive? Since you are representing, you are a symbol, a pratika. Since you have a form, it is a pratima. How beautiful. Both you should give. Because without the pratima, the representation, like without the globe, it is difficult to explain the globe to the child. That is why worship. Don't laugh at telling a story. Oh, once the father wanted to introduce the child to the God, therefore he took him to the temple. And while going, he saw on the entrance there is a massive stone, and this 5-year-old feels frightened. Oh, I don't want to go there. Why? Because there is a lion there. Then the father says, what are you talking? That's a stone lion. That will not bite you. He said, no. I don't want to go there. But it's a stone. It's a lion. I don't want to go there. He said, why? Because it will eat my hand. I don't want to touch it. Then the father goes and puts his hand, touches the lion and puts his hand in the mouth of the lion. Then he said, do you see? Did he bite me? No. So you come here. So the child comes, holds the father's hand, slowly touching father's hand, puts the hand in the mouth. And with the father's hand, the child has touched the father's hand. Now the father removes his hand. Then he says, see, did he bite you? No. Ah, very good. So he has given the lesson to him that the stone lion doesn't bite. Father got very convinced that now my child will not be afraid of the thing, of this lion. Then he goes to this sanctum inside the temple. Then he says, that is God. The adults can forget everything, but the children remember. So when he says, this is God, the child says, how can this be God? Why? If the stone lion does not bite, how the stone God can listen to me? That is child. This is the story will be told by an iconoclast. That, oh, non-believer, oh, this is something. How can you represent anything by anything? Don't do that. You are representing, a photograph is a representation. When you teach the child snake, S-N-A-K-E, there is a snake, a picture. A picture is not snake, but picture represents the snake. Snake is limited, picture is limited. The globe, earth, put a globe, that's a representation. Listen carefully. The snake is not in the picture snake. The real snake is not in the picture of the snake. But the real globe is there in the picture of the globe. Right or wrong? When are you getting that? The globe everywhere, also in the image. That which represents it. That is where your logic goes. If you do something representing the universe, it represents the universe, yet the universe is in and through it. Infinity. Call it consciousness, call it Atma, call it God, call it Paramatma, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti Sabdyate, call it Brahman, Bhagavan, Paramatma. Whatever you say, when you represent in a form, it is all pervasive and therefore it is pervading the form also. So shall we go to some place to see the representation of the all pervasive, or you yourself are all pervasive as well as the representation of all pervasive? Sarvam Shivamayam. How beautiful. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Sarvarupena Sthita. Mother who is existing in all forms as all forms. Isha Vashyamidam Sarvam. Ishvara. So nobody worships an idol. You see the ideal behind the idol. And what is wrong with that? You say, oh, why? That is how the child begins. You say, oh, that is, you are misleading the child. I see. Then why are you saluting the national flag? The national flag, the three pieces of colored cloth, or the stars and the stripes and the moon and the stars and the Southern Cross, moon and the star and the this and that, hand is just a cross, any symbol for that matter. Pieces of cloths. Why are you saluting it? When you go to the clothing shop, there is a green, white and a orange cloth. Will you salute them? No. But once they brought out and all the three are stitched together, hand goes up. India. If you do not salute, so what are you doing? Are you an idol worshipper or no? No, we don't worship idol. Then why are you worshipping the houses of God, which represents the God? Why are you worshipping a stone? Why are you worshipping a form? Why are you worshipping a book? Holy book. Understand, friends, nothing wrong. They don't know what they say when they say somebody is worshipping idol. They themselves are doing it, but they don't understand it. They must be given that understanding. There is nothing wrong in telling that your book is holy. But don't say the book is the only thing holy. Or the house of God is the only place, is the holy place. Everywhere, sarvam jagadeva nandanavanam sarvepi kalpadruma. The whole universe is the anandavanam, the garden of joy, the garden of fulfillment, the garden of immortality, absolute garden of gods. You are included. What a resolution. There where previously I was looking at a piece of stone, I say it as the globe. Ganges water, you are taking one drop. Oh, Ganges water. People can cheat you. Any water, how do they prove it is Ganges water? But the moment you name it, oh, Ganges water. It may be from any river. Like people say, drinking water. If it is bottled up, you think it's all pure. Holiness, fulfillment, joy, freedom, love, devotion, wisdom is not a little water, is water also. It's not a book or a representation. It is in every name and form, yet it is not a name, not a form. What a relief. I'm living through this body, yet I'm immortal. Okay? You understand that? So sweet. Take care. See this. We shall see more of it tomorrow. Please think of it, friends. Now close your eyes for a minute. Be the pratima, the image, as well as be the symbol of the universe. And the symbol of the universe, symbol of all pervasiveness, is pervaded by all pervasiveness. Remember that statement. The symbol of all pervasiveness is pervaded by all pervasiveness. The globe that represents the earth is overwhelmed by the earth, pervaded by earth. The little thing that represents the universe, touched by, pervaded by universe. And when you say the God is not a name for a form, it is the name for all forms, yet it is nameless. So it is there in all names, in all forms. The followers of monotheistic religion, a person says, this is the only God. Even in that also, the God is existing. So you can worship that also. Such people cannot worship everything as God. For them, this is the name, this is the form, this is the book, this is the statue. Whereas the person who appreciates the all-pervasiveness, even in the statue of the non-believer is there. In the belief of the non-believer, it is there. In the belief of the person with limited vision, that this is the only thing which is God, there also it is there. It is not the mistake of an object, it is the mistake of a mind. Therefore, you don't dismiss them at all. They are as much divine. A believer is as much divine as the non-believer. An image worshipper is as much divine as even person who disdains and is critical or dismisses every form. The silence is in every sound. Even when you say, there is no sound in the silence, there is no silence in the sound, there is no silence in the sound, silence is quietly pervading that. Not slowly pervading, it is always in and through every sound. It is, sound is, silence is. Sound ceases. I can't even say silence is. It does not require my pronunciation, my pronouncement, my declaration. It is there, independent of my acceptance, rejection. Same way, Ishvara, Ishavashyamidam Sarva. It can be represented in any name, any form, yet nameless, formless. Therefore, everything in this universe at once a pratima and a pratika, an image and a symbol. Be that. What choices you have, friends. You are choicelessly, helplessly liberated, all-pervasive, blissful, immortal existence. Just me. Please chant Om together. You can chant it really loud. Mahadeva. See, that's so beautiful. Please finish it with that verse, please. Swasti Prajabhya. Thank you, friends. We shall see tomorrow morning, the class at 6:45. Okay? Very sweet. It is surprise.